everyone, I'm Amy Lee Miller, and today I have a question for you guys. If you have never asked yourself this question, and ask yourself today, I challenge you. If you could do anything in the world that you wanted to do, absolutely anything, and money were not an issue and failure were not possible, what would you do? I actually touched on this in another video when I was telling a little bit about my background. I shared how I got started in my career, but I want to go a little bit deeper into that. So this video is about just getting started. So during college, I waited tables, and then after college, I waited tables. It was good money. I enjoyed it. So I just kept doing it. There was no, oh no, now I'm entering the real world. What am I going to do? Because I was already in the real world. It was fine. However, I knew that I wanted to do something different, and I actually ended up staying in the restaurant industry for 9 years. And I tried different avenues, went on interviews, but I became very frustrated because I couldn't find the right path for me. I wasn't sure, what I wanted to do, and nothing seemed to be quite the right fit. I'm not a fan of office settings. They kind of give me anxiety. I've definitely broken a copier or two. One time I punched it because it frustrated me. Maybe I should edit that part out of the video. Actually, I don't even own a printer, but there is thankfully one in my business center in my building, so I don't have to own one. So anyway, I kept trying different things. Nothing was working out, and I was so frustrated. So one night, I was getting ready for bed, and I said to myself, okay, if I could do anything in the entire world, what would I do? And I said, I would write. I would be a writer. So I went to sleep with that thought in my head. And when I woke up in the morning, I felt compelled to get on the computer and go to this website for a local magazine. So I'm looking on the website and I'm thinking to myself, this action makes no logical sense, because what am I going to get an internship and make no money? Am I going to, I don't have enough writing credits to get on staff as a staff writer. So what am I doing? But I just felt compelled. Something was telling me to just keep looking. So I looked on their job board, and there was a posting for account executive selling advertising for the magazine. I read the requirements. I met none of their requirements. I did have a college degree, which was not one of the requirements. I had no sales experience, but I applied anyway. I sent my very light, inexperienced resume in with a very heartfelt cover letter that I wrote. I got an interview and I got the job, and I did great. I actually learned I was really good at sales, and I was the #1 account executive for several months in a row. So I did that job commission only for about a year, and then after I had gotten some experience, I said, okay, now I'm going to pursue medical sales because it's more lucrative and it's more stable. So anyhow, that is how I got my career path started, finally, in sales, and it's led to great things. It's been really, really good, and it all started with asking myself, if I could do anything, what would I do? Can you remember a time when you felt compelled to do something that made absolutely no sense? And I bet if you think about it, you can remember a couple times where that happened. And I'm wondering if you can recall then the action that you took and what transpired. I think that often the best things happen to us when we have no idea what's going to happen next. And sometimes the universe is speaking to us, encouraging us to, giving us a chance to help further us on our path. So it's very important to listen to that. So, if you feel like that sometimes, if you feel compelled to do something that makes absolutely no sense, do it. It's probably the right thing. Okay, so I have one more example that I want to share, and that is, so I did medical sales for 6 years, I think, and 6 or 7 or 8 years. And then suddenly one day I was like, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And I am incapable of making myself do something that I don't want to do. I can't do it. I knew that I needed to make the same amount of money, and I was tired of business casual. That's all I knew. And so what action did I take? Oh, I started replying to recruiters who had messaged me on LinkedIn for medical sales jobs. So I was already in a medical sales job. I decided I no longer wanted to do medical sales, and then suddenly I'm responding to emails about medical sales jobs. And I thought to myself, once again, this makes no logical sense. What are you doing? But I just kept doing it. I had no idea why. Something told me to just keep doing it. So what happened was I ended up connecting with a guy, and I had a great conversation with him, really connected with him, really liked him. He shared with me his day in the life, and I became a 1099 recruiter for his company. And that was a great income for me for 5 years. So it's okay to not know what's next for you in life. And it's imperative to listen to that voice that's telling you, hey, I need to change directions, or I need to know this, go this direction. And it's very important, if you haven't done it, to ask yourself, if I could do anything in the world and I knew I wouldn't fail and I didn't have to worry about money, what would I do? I'm Amy Lee Miller, reminding you, yes, you can.